is me, Gigglim, and welcome back to Ratchet and Clank. In the last part, we were grinding bolts, grinding skill points, and gazing at an Easter egg. Two good reasons of an Easter egg. Anyway, so now we're on Umbrus, and if you're worried about skill points, don't be, because there are no skill points here. Just gold bolts. I'm not kidding. We're not going to be having skill points until, like, I don't know, I want to say the next planet? Or at least the planet after that? Because, I don't know if we're in the midway or the halfway point. But I forgot how quickly this planet came up because of, because it's just, I usually think that's much later. I apologize if the video looks a bit blurrier than usual, simply put because... there we go. Simply put because, like, I was having frame rate issues with OBS. Like, I had the same frame rate, it's just that wasn't, come on. Oof. Is that basically I was, like, I was not getting the full 60, I was getting something very choppy. Oh, and be careful of these. These are proximity mines. And not the kind that you think of. These mines that basically, once you get close, they will home in on you. And they will blow up on you. This is basically Qwark's, like, little training program of a planet, or so it seems. But if you've played this game by now, you already know that something is not right with Qwark. We are dealing with early Ratchet and Clank writing, which, don't get me wrong, it has its charms, but then again, I have not played all of the PlayStation 3 titles. Only the PlayStation 3 re-releases, Quest for Booty, which is freaking short. We'll get to Quest for Booty when we get to Tools of Destruction, and we're only going to go for, like, basically all bolts and all skill points for that game, because Tools of Destruction, this was before PlayStation added trophies. There are no trophies for Tools of Destruction. It was never updated to add those. And it's a shame, too, because I would have liked to have another Ratchet and Clank game under my belt, but I guess, the two PSP games will have to do. Until they somehow realize, hey, why haven't we put the first 4 Ratchet and Clank titles onto the PlayStation 5 yet? Shouldn't we have done that, considering that we have Jack and Daxter and Sly Cooper on the service already? Seriously, what gives? Why aren't they on there already? The only Ratchet and Clank games you can play without cloud streaming is Rift Apart, the remake, which I know people have some very choice opinions about. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine as a game. Like, I know I'll probably enjoy it as a game at least, but enough about that. And the 2 PSP games. Those are the only Ratchet and Clank games you can play without paying for premium just to cloud stream, the PS3 titles. And believe it or not, the first PlayStation 3 Ratchet and Clank title that I ever did play was the last one that was released for the console. You want to know how late it released for the console? It was on the same week that the PlayStation 4 hit store shelves. And I do find it weird that they didn't bother making a PlayStation 4 port because I feel like they could have done that. Not like they could have done a PlayStation 4 port and just not charge not charge as much because I don't know. It is a fine game, don't get me wrong. I did enjoy playing Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. But it's one of the few Ratchet and Clank games I have digitally because I don't have access to a physical copy because when I found that copy, it was when I was getting my brother's PlayStation 3 out of storage. And I was getting my PlayStation 3 account linked, or PlayStation 5, or Sony account linked to the system, so that way not only can I get games on the PlayStation 3, but also get games, but also be able to, get trophies on that system. So yeah, this is where the first checkpoint of the entire planet is. Yeah, I'm not kidding when I say checkpoints are scarce in Ratchet and Clank. They are scarce. like, they're so scarce that, when you die, it's not a slap on the wrist. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. It's the kind of scarce that wouldn't be welcome today, and some developers think that they can use infinite lives as a crutch for it. Looking at you, Psilocybel. I'm sorry, I didn't like that game. I didn't like that game. I know I'm not fair. I know it's not fair to judge it only from playing just 3 stages of it, but given how I saw what was their mentality with it, and how I saw, oh, this is how they're handling it, the 3rd stage made me quit. I kind of wish I would have refunded the game. I refunded the game, but it was gifted to me, because I'm like, this is not the kind of Crash game I wanted. I'm gonna vent about a type of trend I'm sick of seeing when people think they're making Crash likes or something. Ooh. Oh, I bit the bullet on that one. Holy moly. So, I guess that's what I get for venting about my issues with Crash games and difficulty, but here's the first gold bullet of the planet. So yeah, I'm going to try to tinge up the brightness with the earlier episodes. I did notice how dark the S video was and such. And the problem is I didn't want to go back and have to record all of that all over again, especially the process of grinding for the 1 million bolts. Like, one thing I never liked doing in this game, it's effective, sure, but I don't like it. Grinding the bolts. I really don't like grinding the bolts, because quite literally it takes an entire day. I have to constantly make sure that the console here is just or make sure the controller is still holding the circle button for fire. Remember, this was a time where circle button was fire, and not any of the shoulder buttons. Now, this is my least favorite part of the area, because of how spread apart the buttons are. Buttons are so spread apart that by the time you find them all, the turrets that are firing at you have reactivated. And will likely pot shot you. Oh gosh. I have to get out of here without getting shot. I don't know where the sand mouse thing is, otherwise I would have used it to help me, but that thing is like as weak as paper. And no, I don't want to go there. At least they don't think to shoot behind you. This place is not gonna look good on the capture. But yeah. So, oh gosh. Remember that your blaster is probably going to be your best friend for this planet, because quite literally you're going to be in a situation where you're going to want to keep your distance and make sure that you're like firing and such. This is probably one of the few times where using first-person view is actually really helpful. I will warn you, there will be a point where there's going to be a motion sickness warning. And I think when I get that gun, it's going to be applied to every part that uses it. So of course, these 3 buttons are here. And there is one gold bolt that's in this area. Oh gosh. And, like, I wish I had access to component video, but component video is not the cheapest thing. It is the most expensive of all the older formats and such, because it's just like retro things costing more than even the consoles you purchase. And, oh, God. Well, now you know why you don't swim in those. And now you know why I don't like this planet. You see how far that took me back? Checkpoints are scarce in this game, and I freaking meant it. So I'll see you back there. At least if there was ever a PlayStation 5 version of this game, I could just use the rewind feature to save myself some travel. Because that's the thing I really wish PlayStation would have advertised more often, the PlayStation Classics, because I feel like it will garner some more attention and such. Anyway, back in a moment. Can you use this with that? No you can't. No you can't. You cannot. Okay, that was a bad idea. Well, at least that satiated my curiosity. Glove of Doom? Can you use that? Come on. Yep, nope, it's found me. I somehow dodged it. Okay. Okay. Man, this planet does not look good on the capture. If I have to turn up the brightness a bit, you know why. Because, I hate to diminish the picture, but my goodness, am I going to need it. Because, I chose to do the PlayStation 2 version for a reason. I wish I had the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3 with the PlayStation 2 on it. Because if I did, I would have used that version. I would have used that to capture the PlayStation 2 titles, simply because it would have allowed me to basically have better capture. But because I don't have the Emotion Engine PlayStation 2, well, wait, that's Suck Cannon. Hydro Displacer. So why are we lowering the water here? Simply put, we have to deal with these fish, whom are not nearly as deadly when you remove their water. They are instant kill if you do remove their water, and they will basically come for you. It's like very hard to exterminate them. So yeah, by basically eradicating them before hitting the before swimming, well, it should allow you to access areas that you normally wouldn't be able to access simply because of sharks. Actually, wait, can I get up there, or is that one with a fence? I know there's a gold bolt around this area. Basically, take care of these little piranhas, these oversized things, before you go for a swim. I know there's like a gold bolt somewhere. There it is. And I land exactly on the button. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Like, it sounds like this that I wish certain games like from this era would have had a S-Video Gamma feature, so that way they would have allowed you to choose how bright you wanted the game. So that way, if you're playing off of S-Video, you can get a clear image, but also still be able to see. Now again, I am not a video expert. I will say this right now. There are a lot of people that will vouch for Component, and I wish I had Component because I tried, I tried to use RCA for Crash 3 after my disappointed use of the Hyperkin HDMI adapter, which actually messed with my hardware. It actually it actually messed with my computer. and basically like caused my USB inputs to stop working. So I don't know if it's the Elgato or something, but I'll just say this right now. Probably don't go for HDMI adapters that were like HDMI adapters, because most of the time, if you're not paying extra for an HDMI adapter that works and looks good, then you're likely going to be getting the largest result of you get what you paid for. Now, of course, I'm just rambling on as much as I can. Lower the water here. And take care of these piranhas. Like, basically, you kind of need to lower the water here. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to backtrack through this area. And the reason why I was trying to make sure I get that golden bolt over there was because of it. In fact, let me take a look at Umbrus. Yeah, I think there are only 2 gold bolts on this planet. I'm gonna have to check afterwards. But there's always this sneaking suspicion in me that I'm probably thinking there was like 3 gold bolts instead of just the 2. Oh, hey, that worked. That's why I like the long jump here. Like I know SM64 definitely, Mario 64 definitely like pioneered some of the very popular techniques with the movement and such. But guess what? I don't like that game. I don't think it controls well. Like, and I think all the good levels were placed too close together. Because like quite literally, once I'm done with the basement, like personally, I wish the game would be over by the time I'm done with the basement in Mario 64, because the rest of the levels, I don't like them. I do not like them at all. I tried so hard. I don't like how Mario feels. Mario feels like a freaking weight. He feels super stiff. And quite personally, it's just like, everyone's always like trying to invalidate stuff just because you're playing the wrong version and such. But if you want my hot take, I'm pretty sure this one's going to be nuclear. The only way you're going to make that game fun nowadays is to remove the Mario 64 from Mario 64. Basically all the freaking issues I have with it, the stiffness in Mario's feeling and such. And I know that's going to upset some people when I'm saying that. Dang it. I don't care that I'm in the minority. I don't think that game has aged as well as everyone says it does. There are far better games from that area, from that era. I get that was the first 3D game of its kind and such, but you want to know what game never gets its love because people think it's way too hard? Crash 1. And I'm going to talk about that when we do that Let's Replay in 2026. I hate to be so bitter about it and such, but darn it, I am tired of feeling I'm tired of it feeling like people are just trying to make an exception because it's Mario 64, because all the speedrunning memes, all the jokes that have been made to death already. I'm probably like unpopular opinion. Yes, I don't care it's an unpopular opinion. I enjoy the first 2 floors of that game. Nothing else. Sorry for projecting a bit, but I just have opinions about that game. Trying to find the, oh wait, I'm supposed to jump here. Wrong button. I think I might go to bed after I record this part. Oh yeah. Sure, I can reach that thing, but I can't reach the door. And boy, if there's one thing I do not miss about the first game, swimming. Like, Ratchet's swimming speed is just, well, you're looking at it. Ratchet will not get better swimming tools until a few planets later, and we still have quite a few planets to go after this. Oof. Like, I can enjoy some of the movement. I can enjoy that some of the stuff feels rewarding and satisfying and such. But I can't enjoy the second two floors. And speaking of things I'm gonna rant about, Crash Insanity. I've heard it be treated as the best after Naughty Dog, but I know I still need to go and complete it and such. I know, but gosh, this is super dark here. I know and such, but from what I've played it was one of the most infuriating games that I've ever played. It actually pissed me off. I'm not kidding. Like, people tell me to forgive it because it was rushed, to act and such, and I hear it was some of the best ever, but I am convinced it's pure copium. Lives are famine in that game. The game, like, how can you expect me to constantly forgive something that's actively infuriating me, huh? Like, you wanna know what I did in that same night when I was stuck in one of the levels? I played Sonic Unleashed. And I know Sonic Unleashed is infamous for that. It is infamous for being not exactly beginner friendly. But you wanna know what's the worst part? I enjoyed playing Unleashed a lot better. I guess that's just another unpopular opinion of mine. Oh, now with enough rambling out of the way, let's go meet with Qwark, who's totally not luring us into a trap.
Well, well, you two continue to surprise me. Step into the ring of heroes, and I will finally give you what you deserve.
Ratchet, this is no time for you to become cautious. We have reached our goal.
I don't know. There's something fishy going on here.
Listen to your little metal friend, Ratchet. Your destiny is mere steps away.
It's just something doesn't seem right.
This is it. Qwark is going to help us stop Chairman Drek.
Why, thank you, Clank. You've been most helpful.
Get off of me, you idiot!
I love it when a plan comes together.
What do you mean?
What do you think he means, genius? He's not gonna help us. He's gonna kill us.
You catch on quick. Although there is one problem with your hypothesis. I'm not going to kill you.
You're not?
No, he is.
But why?
But why? It's really not that difficult to decipher. I'm the official spokesman for Drek's new planet. I can't have you two getting in the way of my comeback.
This isn't over, Qwark.
No, but it will be soon.
And I will put the boss's name on screen. And here we are at the most contentious part of the first game's writing. We are dealing with a Ratchet that is starting his character development, and is a bit hot-headed, and because of Qwark's betrayal, he has some resentment in Clank simply because of all this trouble they went through, only to realize that Captain Qwark is a bit of a jealous wash up. Well, jealous maybe, but more or less it's just well, let's just say the writing of the first game can be a bit awkward. It's more or less a case of trying to figure out what to do. Trying to get the footing of the characters done. Trying to trying to develop these characters and such. And I know that just be careful around the boss. Try to get some ammo. Ugh. Blaster is really good against this boss because you do have some additional range. And be careful. Like that. There's no skill point in such, fortunately. All you have to worry about is just trying not to die. And just basically try to make sure that while you're escaping from this boss, get as much ammo as you can. It's a lot easier to fight this boss simply because of how large your arena is, and that you don't have to worry about a skill point. I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing the game and normally not worrying about skill points and such, but because I'm doing a Let's Play, I want to be as thorough as I can. I just worry that for when I have to try to cover Twinsanity, I worry about not being as... I worry about how am I going to cover it. The game is not letting me be thorough because it's just so dang hard to be thorough with something so inferiorly unpolished. Now, I don't know what that does. I assume he probably sucks you in and takes some of your health, or, heaven forbid, one-shots you. I could just look it up. Like, I have looked through Ratchet Galaxy for some of my or a lot of my info, actually. Though I had to have used a fandom wiki here and there. But I will say, take fandom wikis with a grain of salt. Fandom isn't exactly what you call trustworthy and such. Especially for a lot of the stuff that is just ruined it and such. There's a reason why Balatro had to get a new wiki, and it's often like a lot of people are often pressed to go there instead. But yeah, with that boss, we are now in the part of the game where Ratchet is constantly sneering at Clank for this incident. Let's get moving.
I wonder what that infobot is for.
Maybe it can replace you.
We're pinned down! We're pinned down! The ships are hammering our position from the air! That was a little too close! We need support! Now! Actually, I need support. My entire battalion went AWOL and left me to fight this war on my own. If the enemy doesn't kill those guys, I will. I'm not gonna last much longer! Requesting immediate assistance! Over and out!
Those are direct ships destroying that planet. We must help that commando.
Are you serious? That's it. I am out of here. Captain Qwark is gonna be sorry he messed with me.
This is not about Captain Qwark anymore. There are innocent lives being lost.
Yeah? Well, I'm done with this stupid hero stuff. I got my own agenda now.
Ratchet, this is not like you.
What do you know about me? You've spent this whole time looking for Qwark. You don't know anything about me.
I know that you will do the right thing.
Well, right now the thing I want to do is find Qwark. How do you start this stupid thing?
Have you forgotten? You need a robotic ignition system. I will start the ship if you agree to help that commando.
So, blackmail is it? Fine. Just shut up and start the ship.
Back so soon?
Oh, you're talking to me.
I'm not in the habit of talking to myself, you buffoon. Did you get rid of them?
Yes. No. Well, I had this plan, and I thought...
You thought? You thought? I do the thinking around here, you slug-brained idiot. I simply needed you to eliminate those two nuisances before they could cause any real trouble.
But I wanted to...
Do you still want to be the highly paid spokesman for my planet?
Yeah?
Then the next time I send you to do a job, I want results! Now get out of my sight!
attention, you deserting maggots! The next time you soldiers try to go AWOL, I'll shoot you myself!
Look, I just want to...
Zip it, worm! You see those bombers? If you don't get to the turrets and knock those ships out of the sky, this whole planet's gonna be rubble! Meet me at the city entrance.
He needs our help.
Yeah? Why don't you go help him? Into another trap. Well, go on. Go fight some evil.
At least I'm not a coward.
Whatever. As soon as I find Qwark, I'm selling you for scrap.
Ratchet is a total jerk throughout a good majority of this game. And, like, I know it's a bit of a contentious point because it's just isn't exactly, like, the best written, like, per se. And I know people are put off by the fact that the remake doesn't exactly allow the friendship to grow or to regrow naturally and such, but it's not like this game wasn't without its issues either. So of course we have a new weapon, the Devastator. It's a rocket launcher, and it costs a lot. It's not the most expensive weapon, mind you, but eventually there's going to be a weapon that's going to replace it. You'll know what that weapon is. And I'm not talking about the most expensive weapon in the game. In fact, the one weapon that we'll be getting late game is not even the most expensive weapon, period. There are more expensive weapons than that one. That's the wrong button. Me. Now, we can't get all the skill points in this planet, but we can at least get some stuff while we're here. First of all, we are going to change Taunter for Devastator for now. Devastator is a rocket launcher. You fire rockets, it does large damage. It also has splash damage. There's also a skill point on this planet that plain sucks. I'm not kidding, it's just the worst. So yeah, we have Drex guards just constantly jumping around, doing stuff like that. Now we're not going to do this this little thing just yet. Let's get the first gold bolt. We're going to be doing one more skill point before we call it a wrap on this part. I need to get to bed and such, so yeah. This is Battalia. This is a planet under siege and such. I don't know how an info bot got all the way to where it was, but nope. Also, I gotta make sure that when going from planet to planet, I gotta check if I have a certain like all the gold bolts of that one planet. Now for the skill point of this. Apologize if I go silent. You have to reach a certain point. There's a certain point here. What I'm saying is, reach the end without getting hit. So if you get hit, just immediately die. Let's do some rail grinding and focus. Okay, attempt number 3. Now, I think you can also shoot the mines, but it's not exactly ideal because guess what? You're only at the mercy of your angle. Oh gosh, barely made that. Yeah, because I think there is like a better way of getting the this one always makes me super stressed. We're not even done with the mines either. Sometimes you might want to jump in advance. You might have enough leeway for that. Okay. That one pathway is just for bolts. I hate going uphill and jumping over mines because of depth perception. Booyah! Perfect 2000.
Who are you? What are you doing?
We are on a mission to save the galaxy.
Speak for yourself and put your hands down. You look ridiculous.
Actually, I don't care who you are. I've got to get the heck out of here. I joined the army to get money to go to college. I never knew I'd end up in a war. Go figure.
This is a noble cause, sir.
Noble my hiney. I just want to get home to my family. Here, I pulled this off a busted robot. Give me some bolts for bus fare and it's yours.
2,000 bolts? No problem. I got money to spare.
Thanks a bunch. Good luck saving the galaxy or whatever.
Greetings, Supreme Executive Chairman Drek. As you can see, we're about to test our newest automated pilot's helmet. This helmet allows pilots to control our latest high-tech fighters using only their thoughts. Please enjoy the demonstration. We still have a few minor adjustments to make.
Whoa! If they ever get the kinks worked out of that thing, I have got to get me one of those.
If they are working for Chairman Drek, they may know where he is.
Is that all you can think about? Drek this and Drek that? I got my own problems.
If you cannot see the importance of this situation, you do have problems.
Yeah? Well, if you're so smart, how come you fell for Qwark's stupid trick? Ah, forget it. We both need to get to this planet, and that's all that matters.
We have Planet Gaspar, an easy way to get back to our own ship. But yeah, I forgot how hostile Ratchet is in this game after the Qwark incident. But that's a topic for next time. If you want to donate, there are a couple links in the description below. You can have your name read if you so wish. And if you want to follow the series and any others like it, it's just a click of the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll be on your way. But you don't have to if you don't want to. The thought is appreciated. So I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and I shall now bid you adieu.